And welcome back. News Talk this morning. Our guests are Deb Kessler and Bill Woodruff here to talk about the Big East Camping and Outdoor Sports Show next weekend at the Turning Stone. And Bill, you're actually from Wood Creek Reptiles in Holland Patton.
Yes.
And we have a total of 5 guests here today. Besides you two, there's 3 others, right?
Yes.
Who do we have here?
This is an alligator snapping turtle. He's from the southern United States.
And will he snap at me?
He won't. I've had him since he was a little tiny baby. He'll grow to be over 200 pounds
Really?
as an adult. So
Wow. And how long have you had him so far?
I've had him about 3 years, and he'll live over 100 years.
Man, he's growing slow.
He is. He is. That's why they live so long.
So you got to pass him on, right?
I will.
Who's getting him?
I think our daughter.
Does she know that yet?
Whether she wants it or not.
And who else do you have in your
And
camp
this
here?
is a Honduran milk snake from South America. And this one is also still a baby. It's an albino. It's missing the black pigment in its skin.
Which it will get?
It won't.
Oh.
It won't get. No, it'll always be these colors. In the wild, they aren't usually, you don't usually find an albino in the wild because they don't have any camouflage. There's no protection.
And boy, you can see that.
He's smelling the air with his tongue. He's looking for food or...
And he's not a biter?
No, he's not a biter.
Not a biter.
No. I'm not food. He's not afraid of me, and I'm not food, so he doesn't have any reason to bite me.
And who does Deb have there?
And that is a banded skink.
A banded skink.
Skink from Central Africa.
Oh my goodness.
And he spends all his daytime buried in the sand. Comes out at night to eat insects and crickets and scorpions and things like that.
So you'll be on hand at the big show next weekend, right?
I will.
And Deb, the show has just grown over the years.
It's huge. America's presenting it this year. It's in its 28th year, and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next weekend. And these are just some of the things that you'll be able to see at the show, along with a lot of different organizations, RVs, boats. I mean, this show has everything the outdoor enthusiast really would enjoy.
And just as we're getting into camping season, hopefully coming up soon, right?
Yes.
A lot of RVs you mentioned.
A lot of RVs and boats and sporting organizations, as well as, you know, the famous fish pond. Everybody likes to come and try their chance at catching a fish.
And I know I saw you just last month out there at the home show.
Correct.
What an event, a venue the event center is for this.
It really is. And it's perfect for, you know, anybody to come out and make a day trip. You know, you can come out, you can see the show, you can walk around the Turning Stone. And also, it's perfect for exhibitors because it really is an easy load in and load out.
And Bill, let's get back to this guy right here. Okay. How did you come across him?
I bought him from a breeder. There are people that breed these animals for the pet trade and for people that show them like I do. So I got him as a newborn baby. I don't know if he'll open his mouth now.
And where do you keep him?
You can see his big mouth there.
You don't just let him roam around?
No, I keep them in my home. I have a special room that has all habitats. They all require different, they have different requirements for their habitats, for heat and light and water.
And why is its mouth open right now?
Well, I touched his head. You can see on his tongue he has a little pink worm, and he uses that as a lure to lure fish in to his mouth, and then he just chomps down on
You
it.
said a worm?
It's a little part of his tongue. It's a little worm.
Wow. That is impressive.
And he will get over 200 pounds.
And how fast?
It will take him, they mature to breed in 13 years, but it'll take him 100 years to get 200 pounds.
And let's get back to this guy who is squirming around.
He's
Seems
getting
like he's
warmed
pretty
up.
strong, right?
He is. He's still a baby also. He'll get about 5 feet long. And he eats mice and small rats. And I buy those frozen. I don't feed them live.
Yeah, we're also going to have the Utica Zoo out there with some of their animals as well.
Beautiful.
You know, Bill brings the reptile side of things, and the zoo will bring some other animals as well.
And they've been doing this for a while as well?
Yeah, yep. We're happy to have them. Actually, they haven't been with us for a few years, but we're happy to have them back this year.
Beautiful. And let's talk about reptiles in general. Do a lot of folks have these at home?
They do. They do. There's a lot of the common pets are the bearded dragons and ball pythons, like that. And I'll have some of those at the show. And I'll be doing a program talking about all the animals during the show on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, that's enough to come out in itself, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Now, let's put up the graphic about next weekend, and while we're doing that, the cost for folks.
$7. Kids are $3 to $12. $3.
And that's per day?
Yep. And then you can also find a coupon online at biggieshows.com. And
Just bring the coupon in
you
too?
can, yep, print the coupon off, bring it with you, show it on your phone, and come on out to the show. We've got a lot of things to do. We've got an archery tournament that's taking place all weekend long, plenty of free seminars for people to sit in on, lots of things to see and do, like I
And
said.
plenty to do at the casino itself, right?
Exactly.
The
Yep.
resort there.
Make a day out of it.
Beautiful. Well, thank you guys for sharing.
Thank you very much.
We can't wait to see what else you have to offer out there next weekend.
I'll stop by.
Beautiful. Thanks,
Check it
guys.
out.
Thanks, Gary.
And stay with us. We're back to wrap things up right after this.